my criteria, I suppose, was to take the songs as far away as possible from the originals, whilst respecting and giving a kind of a respectful nod to the original track. Finding an original groove that works for us creatively and musically, and for me as a singer, so I can sing it authentically and the story is believable.
I catch the paper boy, but things don't really change. I'm standing in the wind, but I never...
I suppose in a way it's kind of a process is sort of a new idea in this instance. It's a new set of songs, and maybe what I was bringing to it was kind of other experiences that I've had in the past of doing things similar but not quite the same, but drawing from those. Also knowing that I've got Sam there at the beginning is a good help, because you know you're going to sing the songs, and any kind of crazy idea that we might kind of concoct between us about a reference point for each song, Sam, I know, is capable of executing that quite quickly. Which is a very luxurious position from my point of view, because I can afford to be, different in my thinking.
Working out the songs with Jamie, so I'm covering the piano and he's covering the guitar.
Yeah, awesome.
And so we kind of had all the bases covered, and then the other musicians as well. They're just so really, really brilliant. They come in and they know exactly what to do to kind of match what we set up for them.
I think it's when I first really was exposed to a lot of pop music that I loved. I grew up in a house full of music, but there was a lot of classical music, there was a lot of Indian music, both kind of Bollywood and classical. And I learned to play the piano at quite an early age, and I started singing at quite an early age, but it was all classical training. And I think it was the first time, and I remember really clearly, which is why Blondie is on here. The first album I bought was Parallel Lines, which I think is a very cool album to buy as your first album, actually. And I just remember listening to this and thinking, it is so ahead of its time. These songs define those years.
When I was in my teens in the 90s, all of this stuff was not cool at all. It wasn't far enough away from their sort of time when they came out that they were cool. And so I would have heard this stuff and been like, oh no, that's awful. I only want to hear dirty guitars. That's the only thing I like. And obviously now, many, many years later, it all sounds wicked. And I didn't know any of these songs pretty much.
That's going to be beautiful. And maybe this is a diva-ish thing to say, and it's not meant to be, but you kind of expect when you work with a producer like you that the musicians are going to be really high caliber, but you can't expect or anticipate how good the connections are going to be. It was effortless, a lot of it, right? Everyone really wants to do well for everyone else. Even earlier, Jamie and I were doing a couple of tunes together, and it was easy, and we both said, this is going to be really interesting. And that sort of stuff you can't take for granted. It's just something to be really grateful for.
Don't blame it on my heart, blame it on my youth.
Those combinations of people, they come about, and very occasionally, I think that's the kind of secret of a really amazing band, actually. If you think of all the good bands, for me, with this set of people, is that exact chemistry's happened. You've got people that just genuinely respect each other, like each other, do different things to each other on a personality level. They all play different instruments, I know that. But actually, people connect and dovetail their talents in a really great way.
I'm just delighted that I met you guys.